Willkommen zurück zu Code. Wir sind gerade im Security Office mit Jasmine und haben im letzten Part einen Schlüssel gefunden zum Kleinen. Und wir wissen direkt, wo der hingehört, und zwar hierhin. Jay, I'm gonna begin.
Alright, I'll take over your side then.
Denn die brauchen wir hierfür. We both switched rooms. Da. I unlocked the virus using the key I found in the burger. I wished I had a real burger instead of a key, but it was hard to argue the key was more useful right now. Then I looked at the piece of paper Jasmine left me. And it was a bunch of diagrams telling me how to operate this piece of junk. I had to put wires in this hole. That one. The green here, green there, blue here, and over there. Didn't work. That was the first diagram crossed out. I tried the second, same thing. In order to make us waste so much time as possible, they probably made the last one work. Trying to solve this big brain style, I switched my method of limiting by going in from the end instead. It only made the job harder on me because turns out the next diagram on the list was the correct one. I wasted some time trying them out from the end after going halfway from the start. Son of a gun! It's like he read my mind and knew exactly when I'd switch it up. Damn you, Smiley! Bah! The screen next to the wires lit up once they were all in. Kann ich die angucken? Hey, Jay, come here. I solved it. I didn't want to gloat, but I wanted to talk to her about this puzzle. It was hardly one anyway. The wires matched the configuration in the lot, and it had been really easy to figure out. Why couldn't she have done it?
Oh, good. You let Screwdriver's cat out.
Screwdriver's cat? Don't you mean Schrodinger's cat? Also, the box isn't really actually open yet.
Yes, Screwdriver's cat. That's what it said.
No, Schrodinger.
Schrodinger?
Sure, let's go with that.
So how do we know that there's a screwdriver in this box anyway?
Because it's got an indication on it? Look, it clearly shows a screwdriver.
You're the kind of person that would trust what you see at face value, huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, we can't be sure there's a screwdriver or not until we open the box. Until then, the box both has a screwdriver in it and it doesn't. That's why it's called Schrodinger's cat. Because it may be alive or dead, just like there could be a screwdriver or not.
No, it's Schrodinger's. And what are you talking about? Are you trying to sound smart even though it has no bearing on our situation?
I'll have you know, Schrodinger's car
Schrodinger's car!
is a very important piece of theory for quantum mechanics.
No, he has a car too? How many things can Schrodinger fit in this box?
Slip of the tongue. Feel free to call me back over when you really need my help, ass.
She stormed out of the room after I made fun of Schrodinger's cat too much. I couldn't help it. At this moment in my life, even just the mention of that thing made me facepalm. The topic of the wires completely escaped my mind, but at this point, she certainly wouldn't answer it until she simmered down. Okay, quickly that's on. Now that the screen was lit up, I could operate the keyboard. There was some kind of puzzle to solve, which was just angular rearranging letters. The square with yellow and green operated like tactical mouse. I quickly made work of this little thing, and then I never clicked, I thought. Must be Screwdriver's cat box opening. Soon after that, Jasmine appeared in the doorframe. Literally.
Did you get it? I heard something about screwdrivers.
Yes, it's open.
Okay. Whatever you did also activated something on the other side, so I'm gonna need the screwdriver now. There's a suitcase on the floor with a bunch of screws in it.
Think I could do it instead? I brought it down after all.
Let me do this one thing, at least.
I capitulated in front of her instance. Okay. It was true she hadn't done a whole lot yet. Agreeing to her demand, I reached for the box while she quickly slipped back, knowing the door would close. When I opened it and took out the tool out, the door shut as predicted. I sent the screwdriver over and waited patiently.
Huh, this is weird. And this suitcase is some kind of technology thing. It can connect to this console in the back. The screens are on now.
She paused for a little bit.
Well,
what's on them?
Hold on. This is a bit strange. I'm gonna need your hammer. Think you can send it over too?
My hammer? Really?
Yeah. Please send it over.
Ich vertraue ihr nicht. Ich traue ihr nicht. She asked more desperately when I questioned her. Shrugging, I took it out and slid it under the door. Not realizing I could have just asked for the screwdriver back and left the room. That would prove to be a strange mistake indeed, when I suddenly heard something bizarre. The sound of glass shattering reached my ears. Did someone jump through a window? No, there were no windows here. Well, maybe on the PCs there would be windows, but... The PCs. Jay, what are you doing?
I'm solving the puzzle, sec.
The sound of windows being smashed one after another echoed through the dimly lit room. I couldn't understand what Jasmine was doing. What are you doing?
I told you, I'm solving the puzzle. Almost there.
Once more, I heard the sounds of some windows being smashed. Those were, most likely, the screens of the security console being destroyed. After a moment of silence, it seemed as though she was done. The screwdriver and the hammer were both sent back under the door. What did you do? I put the screwdriver back in the box and quickly grabbed the hammer to stash it back in my coat. I stepped out and witnessed the outcome.
I broke the screens because that's what I had to do. See, when I plugged in the stuff in the suitcase, they all lit up because they didn't show anything because the battery wasn't strong enough. So I smashed them all. I smashed all the screens until only the one that mattered was left, and now they work.
Well, there had to be an easier way then, because, listen, the hammer wasn't part of this room, right? What if Smiley decided we did a real bad thing?
Oh, yeah, you're right. But I didn't see any other way, I swear. Come on, let's look up the security footage before we go. And there has to be something worthwhile here.
What about the password? It's right on the screen. Alright, it was currently displayed on it. We should unlock the doors downstairs first.
Okay, I'll go that way.
She hurried out of here, still embarrassed about her behavior. Sheesh, so hot-headed. I wonder what happened to you, Jasmine. Die Sache ist, spannenderweise, es gibt in dem Raum eine Sache, die Batteries einstellt. Vielleicht hätte ich den Suitcase noch nicht befreien sollen, sondern erst den Hammer holen, erst den Screwdriver holen sollen, damit Jasmine sich einschließt und ich da was machen kann hier. I left the area to also take care of the door, entering the password quickly before coming back up the stairs. Within the next minute, we were back up. I had a thought for the screwdriver we had to leave behind. Goodbye, Mr. Screwdriver. I'd never forget you. The screen that hadn't been smashed was lit up, and I could see a live feed of one of the rooms. It looked like a church or something like that. Let's see what we have here. Now that everything was open, it was easier for me to sit down and use the console. It looked a little like a computer interface, so it didn't take very long for me to get used to it. Around the system were a lot of files. Folders upon folders, numbered in strange sequences, were lining up at the database. If someone would have asked me how many files there were, I would have answered a lot. The only way to refer to this many files.
Try a random one. It's not that we can tell what they all are with those numbers. Normally, they're formatted based on dates, but in there, they name strange things.
I tried a random file, as she suggested, but it didn't amount to anything. The file was corrupted. Another gave me the same result, and upon the third one, I gave up trying them without aim. This piece of shit probably has a check for corrupted files. Let's try to run a repair tool.
Assuming it's not, as you say, a piece of shit.
Well, it's running. What's going? Mind answering a few things for me? Jasmine inquisitively arched a brow. What did you find in the drawers you unscrewed?
Oh, right. There was a piece of paper with a code. That's what I used to unlock the doors.
Really, no?
I swear. It was as easy as that. Nothing else was required.
So, all this was the screens?
Oh, that was part of the puzzle too. I swear.
She was lying. Yep. Jasmine was hiding something from me. I didn't really care if Smiley needed to replace the screens. For whatever reason, he might need to do so. But what I cared for is that Jasmine wasn't giving me the entire truth. There had been something on the screens that she didn't want me to see. Was it personal? Was it worse? Was it incriminating? Before I could truly dwell on it, the check finished. There was only a single uncorrupted file remaining. I pulled it up and booted it, expecting a text file or something, but it was a video. Aha! Jackpot! We got some footage, boys. Jasmine cleared her throat, but I was focused on the screen. On it was one of the twins in Ray. Narrowing my eyes, I lean forward. This is... What is this?
They've never gone together, I don't think.
On the screens, they were arguing. It had no sound, only picture. They were in a scanner room of some sort. After a while, the twin went through the scanners. That... Is it live? No, it's a file. I looked over at Jasmine, who pointed at the screen, as if to tell me to keep looking. The feed wasn't done giving us the information. Ray was panicking. He had his back to the wall, both his hands grabbing onto the surface, as if he was trying to rip his nails off. Slowly, something was rolling back into the focus. It was the twin's head. Emma! Hi! Oh my god.
Huh?
Finally, Ray looked around the room, seemingly scared from the occurrence. After a minute, he tentatively reached for the head. He grabbed it and ran out. Nothing happened afterwards. When did it happen?
I don't know. One of the twins is dead?
I hit the fast forward button. Nothing happened until the twin came back on screen. The other twin, the one still alive. After waiting for a moment, she stepped through the scanner. However, there was no head rolling back this time. Nothing happened to her.
That's weird. Rewind that.
I looked closer at the screen while doing it. The scene played again.
Pause it.
I hit the button while Jasper excitedly pointed at the image.
Look. She got rid of it. The color's fucking gone. How could she do that?
Something doesn't help. Other than the fact Jasmine was swearing, which she only very rarely did, something was definitely not right. I rewound the feed to the very beginning and let it play again. We have to tell someone about this. If she could remove her collar.
No, I think it's best if we don't talk about it with the others for now. If one of them really died, that means Ray's gonna do whatever it takes to hide it. In his urgency, he might decide to silence those who know. It's clearly not his fault. The twin runs out on her own. But who's gonna believe him?
Especially if it's one of the twins is gone too. Wait, does it mean they had the ninth person in their room? Jasmine remained silent, uncertain. I decided to do a final cursory check. First, I looked at the file name, trying to see if it would help me figure out when it was recorded but no dice. Once again, just like the rest, it was named by a number, but it was far too high to be considered a date. I briefly considered it maybe in seconds, like it was X seconds after the dating game started, but I figured it wasn't it. Okay, let's go then. This could cause an unnecessary strife if people find out about it. Meine Katze legt sich gerade auf meine Tastatur. Frechheit. First we have to see what happened to the twins and what the race status.
Yeah, let's go. I'll do double.
The two of us ran away from the room and quickly down the stairs. At the lobby, I almost tripped and mashed my shoulders against the wall. Ugh, I shouldn't be such a daredevil.
Are you okay?
Jasmine called from the station. I joined her right afterwards, where we waited for the train. Aber wann soll das passiert sein? Weil die Twins sind nie zusammen gegangen, also mit Ray. Und Ray war mit Marco unterwegs. Yeah, I'm fine.
I knew we should have waited for the twins.
Didn't you want to head out?
Yeah, but I always felt like that might have been the better outcome. I was just too curious, I guess.
She sighed, clearly worrying over the choice she made earlier. After winning the battle between the dragon and the griffin too, I understood her worry anyway. It was the same for me. I should have remained behind to check on the twins. Yeah, about that. About that. Now, I just wanted to see if they were fine. There was no time to waste, even if we would be too late already. The train arrived. We boarded it. Ich meine, wir haben es gesehen, was passiert. Aber Ray und die Twins hatten nichts zusammen zu tun die ganze Zeit. After the little chime, it set off, and the only thing eradicating the silence was the announcer's voice from the speakers. Wir sind zurück. While the train was moving, I thought about the situation again. First of all, I found a note that spoke of a person that didn't belong. das wissen wir, ist ja Hannah. Was it E? Was it A? All of us had no link. Was it the twins? If a twin could take off a collar, was it her? Or was Ray the person that didn't belong? His reactions seemed genuine. There was legitimate fear in his eyes when he was scared shitless earlier. No. It had to be a twin then, maybe? I kept those thoughts to myself. It was difficult to think about because the twins were young. They didn't have the life experience to set up this entire place or anything. The twins couldn't do this. One of them died too. Then why did I have this uneasy feeling that told me I need to watch my back? So many facts didn't add up. The fact one of the twins didn't have a collar during the video didn't add up. The fact Ray took the hat was weird. The fact the twin just went out and died. She knew the risk, so why? The simplest idea would be that the twin who removed her collar found a way to do so without dying. If that was the case, then she was gone and wouldn't be of any help. I had to stay calm.
Station's coming. Come on, faster.
Jasmine was muttering encouraging words to the train to go faster to the station. I couldn't help but smirk at the futile endeavor. I regained my seriousness when we arrived at the station. I was now in emergency mode. The both of us left the train in a hurry. Quickly, we had to get some info. From what the situation was on the platform, the door was open. The twins had come back then.
Quick, into the lobby. No time to explain this place. We need to find someone and quickly.
I wordlessly agreed while engulfing myself into the lobby. After a short trail up the stairs and through a hallway, I emerged into a lounge. On the other side of the room was a bar. I didn't have the time to think about what this place was before A spoke to me.
Is everything alright?
I saw him behind the bar, apparently preparing some drinks for the others. He was seated on the stool, waiting for hers. And next to her... Huh? What? Were the twins. Time seemed to stand still while I opened my eyes wider. I could see them clear as day. The twins were alive? Das H und das G. G is freundlich, H is böse. Both of the twins were alive. My eyes started to their necks. Were the collars there? I need to check for the collars. Both of them had their collars on. What? Jasmine joined me momentarily. When she noticed my state, she elbowed me in the side. Contrary to me, she wasn't nearly as horrified by the discovery that two people were still alive and trapped here.
Please excuse him. He's never seen a bar in his life, so this is really a surprise to him.
It's... oh. I cleared my throat and finally came back to reality. The twins turned around by that point, so I had to put on my normal face, even if I thought I wasn't too convincing. Yes, that's correct. Bars are things I've never seen before, so I was really surprised at how shiny the counter was.
I see.
Unrelated to that, where's Wei? The big man wasn't here yet.
We don't know. In fact, the twins came back just a few moments ago. Did something happen? Have you reason to search for him?
The less we see of them, the better, I think. I wouldn't go that far.
The two of them could speak. As they did, I realized I felt sick. Just a little. I couldn't believe my eyes. Either what I saw earlier was false, or this was false. He couldn't trust my eyes. I need to calm down. No, nothing happened. Everything is all fine. I decided to finally play it cool.
Do you desire a drink? Take a seat and make some refreshment from what we've got here.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm not really thirsty. That was a lie. I did feel awfully thirsty. However, I lied through my teeth to get some time alone. Even if he was genuine in his offer, I had no time for this. I just need a bit of a walk, I think.
So soon after coming back?
What can I say? My body's starting to get old.
Doesn't that mean you want to sit down instead?
No, I have to keep in shape. I laughed extremely unnaturally. The twins stopped caring and went back to their drinks. I hope they weren't alcoholic or anything. What was the old man thinking? With a wave towards the others, I left them alone. Falls irgendwann die Musik weg ist oder meine Stimme weg ist, die Katze ist schuld. I walked back down the stairs. What was I going to do now? I debated on the proper course of action. The choice came down to sharing information or not, because I couldn't make sense of it. I could kind of trust Jasmine, even if she pulled off that weird thing with the screens. That event still lingered in my mind. I could also collect more evidence. Currently, I thought the twins and Ray were all extremely suspicious. What about the others, though? Could I really shameful like that without any lead? With this walk, I could also explore a station and gather more info. This was a difficult choice. Okay, die Sache ist, kann ich eine neue Station aufmachen alleine? Ich bin allein unterwegs. Ich muss einen zweiten Partner haben. Ich glaube, collect more Infos erstmal. I felt like I was going on a crusade. Was it fair of me to dope everyone else to the point where I'd want to search every nook and cranny of the rooms they already investigated? All of this was sparked out of doubt. I trust Jasmine and Marco out of everyone in here, but I didn't know if I could even trust those two right now. Perhaps Marco was still fine. The room with the screens, however, showed me another side of Jasmine I wasn't sure I was okay with. It was too early to jump to a conclusion, but I really thought Jasmine's screen mashing rampage was far stranger than I originally believed. Did I have cause for doubting her other than that? Not really. Still, I didn't want to be had. I want to be smart. I want to be courageous. I want to solve the situation. What about Marco? Yeah, Marco was still fine. I was avoiding the main topic, the twins and Ray. Their meeting was impossible to begin with, because they hadn't gone together. They had no contact, in fact, all the way up to the unearthing of that video, as far as I knew. Oh. While I was lost in my thoughts, I saw the train arrive on the other side. Ich glaube, Ray und Marco kommen bald wieder. Oh, das wird spannend. Aber erst im nächsten Part. Ich glaube, so 20 Minuten ist ein guter Schnitt. Von daher passt das gut. Mal sehen, ob wir die richtige Entscheidung getroffen haben. Ich weiß es nicht. Ich denke vielleicht schon. Wir werden sehen. Gut, dann bis nächstes Mal. Ciao.